Hello and welcome everyone. It is Friday, January 26, 2018. This is going to be a little different video than I normally do. I'm going to talk about Red Goblin and the upcoming story arc Go Down Swinging, which is going to come out in a few issues. There are going to be a few spoilers in here, not so much about the new story arc, but more to do with 794, which just came out recently. So if you haven't read 794 or you don't want to know anything about the upcoming Spider-Man series, then you might want to turn this off. But anyways, I've had a few people ask me, you know, when the issues, what issues are to buy, and when do you think the first appearance will be, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to run through it real quick. Before we get going, my background here, I got, as anybody who watches my channel knows, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I got number 14, first appearance of the Green Goblin, and the first time the Hulk and Spider-Man meet too. And as well, I got Spider-Man 361, first appearance of Carnage. Hey, Green Goblin and Carnage. Huh. Anyways, so yeah, those are a couple obviously good books to get if you haven't got them. I just want to talk real quick. So I'm going to start with 794, and then we'll get into the new story arc. So if you haven't read 794, like I say, I'm going to talk about it and show some images in here. So the whole story in this one was promoted as dealing with the Zodiac and Spider-Man, you know, a year ago, dealing with him and whatnot, and him coming back. But in my mind, it's just I mean, obviously the title, Threat Level Red Part 1, it's a total setup for the new story arc. That whole Zodiac thing is just to throw you off. But the real story in here, in my opinion, is at the beginning of the book, you've got a couple of mercenaries that end up going down to this lockbox where they store all the top secret, you know, extraterrestrial weapons and whatnot to keep them safe. And these mercs show up with a box full of pumpkin grenades, which is Green Goblin's weapon. So you know they're there to steal something for him. And at the back of the book you find out what they stole, and it's the Carnage symbiote. And they give that to Osborn. And he's there saying, "Hello there, Carnage. I don't believe we've met." And you know that's the setup for 797, which is coming down the road. And so this is a book. 794 is one. If you don't have that book, I would recommend you pick that one up. If you have it, go grab a couple extra copies. I know right now there's not a lot, you know, it's just sitting on the shelf and most people aren't paying any attention to it. And that's the funny thing with comics. People don't tend to go buy them until the price shoots up and they go, holy crap, I got to go buy that book. So if you're smart, go buy a couple extra copies, because once the Red Goblin, you know, in 797 hits the shelves and people realize that it's a big deal, then they're going to panic and run out and try to buy this one, because it's, you know, that's where Osborn is handed the Carnage symbiote. So if as a collector you're going to want that issue. Like I say, there's two issues. There are covers. There's a regular and the Avengers cover. So yeah, the price is still pretty, basically cover price on those is what I'm seeing. That's definitely one you're going to pick up. Pick up a couple extra copies of that. In my opinion, anyway, that's what I did. I got a few extra ones. And funny note, I can't remember if I mentioned this already, but 300 came out, first Venom came out in May of '88, and this 800th issue is going to be May of 2018, so it's almost exactly 30 years later. And so yeah, it's one of those books that just doesn't come around very often, so make sure you pick those up. Anyways, going to 797 now, so that story arc is going to run, Go Down Swinging is the name of it. It's going to run from 797 through to 801, so there's 5 issues. In my opinion, 797 will be the first appearance of the Red Goblin, probably a splash page at the end of the book. You'll get a big image of him and doing something crazy. And then 798 will most likely be first full appearance. I could be wrong, I don't know, but it's kind of my how I've been collecting for a while. It seems to be how Marvel does things. And good indication of it being a key book is 794. There's 2 covers, A and the B cover. 795, there's 2 covers. 796, there's only 1 cover, just your regular cover. There's no variants at all. And then 797, you're going to have a regular cover. There's 2 variant covers, a B and C cover. There's a 1 for 10 limited variant. There's a 1 for 100 limited variant and a 1 for 500 limited variant. So when Marvel's putting out that many variants for one issue, you know there's something big in that issue. So yeah, you're gonna. So all indication to me, anyways, is that 797 will be first appearance and 798 first full appearance. But we'll have to wait till it hits the shelves to see for sure. Anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little heads up about that. That way you have a good idea of what books to buy. And I would recommend going into your store, your local comic shop, and pre-ordering these. Don't wait for them to be released and think you're going to go in there on a Thursday or Friday that week and find them, because they will all be gone Wednesday morning if they're not gone before that. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have all your subscribers at the comic shop who are going to realize, you know, in the week or two leading up to it, the hype will get really big and there'll be lots of talk on the internet, because right now it's still a little ways off. And they will be calling their comic shop Monday and Tuesday morning, say, hey, pull me an extra 2 copies, 4 copies, 8, whatever. And there probably won't even be any on the shelf. So if you haven't got them pre-ordered, there's a good chance you won't get any. So make sure if you want that book, you get in there and pre-order them. I've pre-ordered mine. I've got the variants and one of the... I'm not getting a 1 for 100. I can't order that. I'm not going to order that many, but I did get the 1 for 10, a couple of those. So I'm going to have the 1 for 10 variant, and as well as all the B and C covers and the regular cover. Yeah, so get in there and pre-order them if you want it. Don't wait, because you know, Wednesday morning on eBay they're going to be $30 a copy already. So yeah, if you want to get cover price, pre-order them. And one last thing I'm gonna finish on is on the cover. It talks about there's a little image you can see down here. It says, "Where is Wolverine?" I don't know if you can see that. I'll bring it up, but right there, "Where is Wolverine?" And on the last page of the book, there's Wolverine. I know it's just in his regular old, and right there, "Ain't time yet." That's his last little line. "Ain't time yet." So I'm throwing this out there as complete speculation, but it's pretty obvious to me that he's going to be being in such a big issue and key book down the. Wolverine's going to make an appearance in that story. And here's a total rumor I just pulled out of my ass, but wouldn't that be funny if Wolverine ends up getting the Carnage symbiote on him somehow in that story, and that goes forward? That would be kind of freaky. Anyways, just throwing that out there. I doubt that's going to happen. I think the Red Goblin's going to be a key character going forward, but wouldn't that be funny if that happened? Anyways, yeah, so there you go, $7.97 to $8.01. Get into your shop and pre-order them, because that's going to be a big one. They don't come around very often. Talk to you later. Bye.